Hey friends, it's Jen and it's day 4. All right, so daily journal, creating your best life. So I'm here for everyone in this particular series to help create awareness of what I do and what I've done to help stay consistent with positive eating habits, stay consistent with health and fitness habits. And I've kept off a massive weight loss for decades. And I know personally the ups and downs that can come along through time. You know, those pesky 20 pounds or more if you don't watch it, and the emotional roller coaster that we all have at times. So, nonetheless, here on day 4, bringing my daily journal notes for everyone forward to use as you will and leave what you don't. And with all that being said, this morning, again, following my usual routine, set it in my head of gratitude for today and just gratitude for what everything is going to be brought to me. And although I'm a little bit behind today with everything, it's been a great day overall with just all the things that I've had the opportunity to be a part of in conversation and otherwise. So there's that. Daily mantra, all things with love. You know, with the morning of how a couple things that I had on my head and heart, I had it that, and I still have it, that the best mantra for me in this moment is just to do all things with love. And whether that be a hard moment or a not so hard moment, if we're just leading with love and loving ourselves and paying attention to that appreciation, it can really lighten things up within our day and our lives. My daily intent, as always, that I set one. Today's intent is since we're still in today, one step forward, one at a time, just one step forward, day over day, minute over minute. And those steps catch up. Those steps, 365 days in a year, you guys, that's 365 steps forward, metaphorically speaking, of course. And if you just keep doing that, even those little bumps backwards, you'll be further ahead than you were a year ago, as long as you just keep that mindset of one day, one step forward with each day. And my workout got cut short. Now, for anyone watching who is really struggling, you guys, with image, or, you know, for a while, I kind of replaced my coping mechanism of food. I kind of replaced with fitness for a while. And fact of the matter is I needed to heal both so that my coping was just having balance. And I can tell you, for me, when I was really focused on that coping of fitness, days like today that I got pulled into things that led me to not having enough time and space to be able to do my full workout routine would have impacted me. It would have impacted me emotionally. It would have set off my day to some extent. And when you create those healthy actions, you can help prevent that. So, didn't have the routine I planned today. However, got 4.77 mile power walk in, which is fantastic. And also a 20-minute chakra balancing. So make those non-negotiables. So non-negotiables for me are having my meditation time in whatever way that looks. And I'll be making a video in the weeks to come about different forms of meditation. That's a non-negotiable for me. Whether I have to get it in the noon hour or in the first thing in the morning is ideal for me. Well, after my workout is ideal. Figure out what works for you, but have that space that you can get centered, you can breathe, you can get in your own presence. I commit to you guys, if you do that long enough, it really helps. And my other non-negotiable is to have active movement. So although today I didn't get to my 100 push-ups, 100 crunches, 100 squats, I did get a nearly 5-mile power walk in addition to a lot of other activity. So I'm quite comfortable with that. So figure out what that is for you. Perhaps somewhere in between that, not going too far overboard, but creating something in a way that you can commit to it daily. So that was my morning routine. And guys, I have so many notes about just nuggets that showed up in my space throughout different conversations and things that I was working on today. And I'm just going to pick a couple. These are all topics that I'll be bringing back around in future videos as well. But a couple of the most significant for today, for sure. The number one, and I think that this hits a lot of us, is, and if you've been watching me for a while, you know that to me, emotions and feelings are really important. And guys, here's the thing. Every single feeling is valid. Every single feeling is right in its own right. And every single feeling shows up because it has something that it wants to teach you. And I invite all of you, anyone watching, to not label those feelings. If you're mad, be playfully mad and get it out in a healthy way so that you can move forward. The thing of it is, and I really have it, that from as young as we can remember, if we can start in those youngest years building the acknowledgement to say, I'm really mad right now, and just get playful with it and get it all out, it would create so much more healthier spaces. Same with sad and happy and all of them. But I'm going to take it one step further. It's also not making yourself or other people wrong for feelings, because we all feel feelings and they just are. And if we look at them and say, why am I angry about this? What's going on here? And then we get to the bottom and the root of it, to say, okay, here's what created the anger and deal with that. That's a healthier way to move past it, as opposed to any number of other unhealthy ways to not deal with the feelings or stuff them. And then they come out in ways that are probably not healthy in the long run. So feelings, acknowledge them, see them, don't label them. They're all present and they are what they are. So acknowledge them. Okay, next. Yeah, there's so many notes. I'm deciding which other one I'm going to be present to for you guys today. And yeah, this is a big one, and it goes along with the feelings is, guys, here's the thing. And so many of the people, including myself throughout the years, we get hung up on this one, and it's so important. People are going to judge us. People are always going to have something to say. There's always going to be someone who disagrees with us, has an opinion about us, has something of criticism. And it's sad for me to say that, because I am the opposite. I really wholeheartedly can say I actively don't judge people. And when I do, I kind of listen to say, ooh, what's going on here? Because that's not normal for me. But that's not the usual. And here's what I'm going to say about it is, you're not required to own their judgments. That's just, let them keep it. If they want to give you their opinion, if they want to say you're this, you're that, you're this too, or you're this to that, well, then that's just their opinion. It doesn't mean you have to grab it and say, oh, it's mine. It actually means you can say, no, thanks. That's not mine. I love how one I get often is I'm too sensitive. And I am, in a good way. And I'm okay with that. So it's really deciphering those things is, I'm going to reframe that. I'm not too sensitive. I am a sensitive person. I care deeply about every single person that I come in contact with and everyone that I don't. So I'm not too anything. I'm a sensitive person who cares about other people. So stay aware of what other people have to say and not accepting it if you don't think that that's truth. And if it is truth, well, if you want to own it and say, heck yeah, I'm a sensitive person. Guys, I can tell you for a long time, I made myself wrong and bad for that, because I had it that it was wrong. And again, these are the things that we are. And if it is who we want to be, just acknowledge, accept, and love yourself. That's the other thing about today. And it's self-love. It is really getting in there and saying, who do I want to be and how do I want to show up, and who do I want to be as a parent and a spouse and an employee in all areas of life, and how do I want to be remembered by other people, and then living into that, doing what you got to do to let go of the shackles that are holding you from being who you want to be, and stepping into the gifts that is you. So with that, I think that that's good for today, and all the other lessons, no worries, they're going to come at some point. So the big ones for today, as the reminders, all emotions and feelings, they're valid, you guys. Listen to them. Listen to them. Hear what they have to say and let them flow. Let them out. Listen to them. Self-love, loving on yourself, figuring out whatever's there for you that's holding you back from true love of you, and taking the steps and the actions to get you to that place that you can look yourself at any time and say, God, I love you. And number 3, you're not required to own what anyone else has to think of you. It's always your choice. If you choose to agree or chose to not agree, and again, I invite you not to label it either way. So guys, as always, keep being kind to yourself. Acknowledge yourself today. I acknowledge you for being here and showing up and working towards everything that you're working towards in this moment. And yeah, be kind to you, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.